Andrew's Doers! Andrew Does Everything proudly presents Encyclopedia Brown and the Case of the Midnight Visitor. Now there are some people in the United States who have never heard of Idaville, but they were not policemen. Every policeman from Maine to California knew about Idaville, and the one who broke the law that was caught, not a crook, escaped. How could that be? What was that secret? No one ever guessed. Idaville looked like many other seaside towns in its size. It had lovely beaches, 3 movie theaters, and 4 banks. It had churches and synagogues, and 2 delicious casinos. And on Rover Avenue, it had been a certain red brick house. In the house lived Idaville's secret weapon against crime, 10-year-old Encyclopedia Brown. Encyclopedia's father was the chief of police. Because no one got away with breaking the law, the people of Idaville thought he was the bravest, smartest police chief in the world. Kinda like me. Andrew Rollinger, of course. Anyway, true, Chief Brown was brave, and he was smart enough to know what to do with a case that he could not solve. He took it home to dinner over, so he told his son the facts. Encyclopedia usually figure out the answer before dessert. Chief Brown hated keeping the help he got from his only child a secret. He wanted Encyclopedia Brown's sneakers hung up the Crime Fighters Hall of Fame. But what good would it to suggest? Who would take him seriously? Who would believe that the mastermind behind Idaville's spotless police record was a 5th grader? So Chief Brown said nothing. Encyclopedia never mentioned the help he gave his father. He didn't want to seem different from other boys. There was nothing he could do about his name, however. Only his friends and teacher called him by his real name, Leroy. Everyone else called him Encyclopedia Brown. An encyclopedia is a book or a set of books filled up with facts from A to Z. So was Encyclopedia Brown. He had read so many books his pals swore his ears were turned into bookends. Monday evening, Chief Brown sipped his soup slowly. Boy, that's an alliteration abomination. Encyclopedia and his mother knew what that meant. He had his mind on a case. Finally, Mrs. Brown said, "Why don't you tell Leroy about it, dear?" Cameron said, I don't know. This is an awfully tough case, he said. It had me beaten. It has me beaten. Leo has never failed you. Tell him, urged Mrs. Brown. Very well, said G. Brown. C.T. Butler was kidnapped from his home last night. And I guess that's part 1. If you want to see part 2, Andrew's Doers, tell your friends about it. Take care. And buy merchandise on Andrew's Everyday.com. Subscribe, like, and share. Bye.